Hello, it's Joe from Cloudline Media, and today we're going to go over our SEO strategy and how we implement it onto a website to get you and your website on the top page of search engines, which is where you want to be, where all the traffic is, and where you're going to get all the sales. So this is how we like to explain it. We call it the fortress. So it's made up of 4 levels, and this will build up your fortress essentially. And it will start with your level 1, which are your foundations. Your level 1 are the pages for your website. So each one of these
your primary pages, your home page, your
primary pages. It's Joe from Cloudline Media, and I'm back today to talk about our SEO strategy, which we like to call the fortress. It's made up of 4 levels. These levels represent types of pages within your website which are going to help you rank on search engines and effectively get you to the top page, which is where you get all your traffic and you get all your sales. So your level 1 pages are your broader terms generally. So we'll use a couple of examples here. This will be for a building company. So the broader terms you might like to use for, say, any type of building company, a general building company. You might have pages such as your building services, general contractors, that type of page, those type of titles for your page covering the broad terms within your industry. So that'll be classed as your foundations of your fortress. Your level 2 will be the walls of your fortress. So these will be your generalized service terms. So say you're a general building contractor, you might do extensions, you might do landscaping work, you might do other broad types, flooring. That is quite a broad type of service that you provide. You can get more specific, which is where we go with our level 3 pages, which are, represent our watchtowers on our fortress. So these are your product specific terms. So say, for example, on your level 2 pages, the walls, you've used, landscaping, bricklaying, and extensions. Here we can go into specific type of extensions that your company provides, specific types of landscaping projects that your company does. Turfing, block paving, patios, different types of patios. We can start hitting those on the level 3 pages, which represent our watchtowers. We then can go on to our level 4 pages, which these can be optional. Generally we use these for local SEO, but we can also use these for talking about specific types of services that you provide. So a lot of the times we'll use blogs for the level 4 pages, and we'll use those blogs to reinforce a lot of the information that we've provided in our level 3 and our level 2 pages. This will build you a fortress for your SEO, and over time get you onto the top pages of Google. These are your site crawlers. So these are what search engines use to read your site. Once your site map's been, you've built a site map for your website and you've indexed it, that means you've indexed it to the search engines. Now those search engines use something they call crawlers, which will come into your website, analyze it, and that will rank your website and effectively put your website where you want it to go if you've implemented a good SEO strategy and you've not done bad strategies which are slightly outdated, such as creating pages for your area. So traditionally for level 4, your local SEO targeting, a lot of companies, which you'll probably notice, they'll target towns. So you'll have the same page effectively, it will just be duplicated, and they'll change a few words to represent those towns to try and hit up in those areas for the searches for those towns. Whereas that is quite recently, that is going to get ranked down. And if your website is like that, it's going to suffer. Doing it the way that we have suggested and the way that we have built our strategy, we'll give you a solid SEO strategy. Without fail, you're going to get onto the top page if you implement this properly, and you've got a nice website with well thought out user journey, nice design, your own content. This thematic silo, which is what is technically referred to, or your topological approach, this will solidify your website on search engines, get you an amazing return for your investment. If you're not doing this, you're relying primarily a lot of the time on your own efforts to promote your website, your social media efforts, people coming in from other directory links, things like that. You will show up on Google if you've helped your, if you've built your Google business profile and you're working on your own local SEO with getting reviews and optimizing your Google business profile. These things will all help, but obviously these are quite a low level strategy. If you're just doing that and you're trying to compete with companies that are implementing strategies such as the one that we've built here, there's no competition. They're going to be outdoing you every time, and you really need to implement a strategy like this to your website to get any decent results out of your online efforts with search engines effectively. So that's it. I hope you've taken something away from what I've shown you here. I might not have covered it all in great detail. There's some other things that we can talk about. I've brushed on it, like the backdoor SEO, or getting in through the doorway, I think they call it, not backdoor. Terrible. Getting in through the doorway SEO, which is what I talked about traditionally with the level 4 pages, with people duplicating the page, changing a few words to represent that town, and that is going to get ranked down terribly. But yeah, brush over as much as we can, and hope this has helped you understand the work that goes in. Obviously, this is just a representation. We do a lot of work in regards to keyword research, implementing the right keywords for these pages, and ensuring that they are exactly what they need to be to get you onto the top pages of search results. So again, already tried to say goodbye and kept talking to you about our strategy because I feel so passionately about it. So yeah, this is our strategy. I hope we've made it simple for you to understand, and I hope that even if you're trying to do something yourself, this can be of use to you. You might even be able to try and implement something like this yourself. If not, you can always talk to us. We might be able to give you some advice, give you some pointers as to what we think the best thing is for your business, unsolicited advice. We don't just try and sell you anything. We try and do the best for your company. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching if you have done, and we'll try and do some more of these videos for you soon.